Thank you for tuning in this morning. Listen to this amazing microphone. Wow. Sounds, wow. Okay. Nice. Anyway, um, so it's Friday morning, um, and I just don't want to. I'm supposed to be in school, so I took the day off because I just don't want to do it. Some mornings are like that. Some mornings, some days, some weeks, you just want to take a day off. And um, I think taking a day off, they're healthy. A healthy when you're healthy, not when you're like sick, like with fever or diarrhea or throw up, vomiting, coughing, wheezing, um, puffy eyes, sore eyes, stuffy nose, headache, migraine, stomach ache, the itches, the weaknesses in the whole body. All the muscles are weak. You know that feeling when you just cannot move, can't get out of bed, can't get up. Like it takes everything to go to the bathroom. Um, Not when you're sick, not that. I'm talking. I got up, I made it on time. I was like, you know, I just don't feel like going to school this morning. Sure, I'll miss something. You can always make up for it later. So I'm just taking the day off of school, and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna catch up on a lot of other things. Um, you know, actually, you don't know, but catch up on reading, catch up on writing, um, the T-shirt stuff I'm trying to do. Just catch up on a bunch of stuff, and yeah, just go from there. And it should be a good day. It's supposed to be like 18 degrees today, centigrade Celsius, so it's warm. Um, might get out and tan a bit. I don't know. I when the sun is out, I'm a California kid. I have to be with the sun. I can't stay inside. I'm like, look, there's the sunshine. Oh, I'm inside in school. I'm inside working. I'm inside missing out on the outside. So anyway, how's your day? How's your neck of the woods? What's going on with you? Pretty good coffee here too. I mean, it's free. Free everything is always good, right? Free food tastes great. Free coffee tastes great, right? Free sex feels amazing, right? Good luck getting it. Once had a friend tell me, "You're always paying for it." I didn't understand what that meant, and then I got married, and I went, "Oh, yeah, yeah, right." And like the pimps say on that show, on the HBO show, what's it called? Hookers on the Point or something like that. Remember that show, the old show they did from the '90s? Hookers on the Point, Baltimore, something like that. The pimp, the very first thing he says is, "You got two options. You either charge somebody for your time, and that makes you a pro, or you give your time away for free, and that makes you a hoe." And you say that to any woman in the world, period, and they will tell you, "No, I'm not a pro. I don't give it up. I don't charge. I don't charge. I'm not a pro." And then you say, "Well, do you get it for free?" And then they'll be like, "Well, no, are you a hoe?" And no, no, I'm not a hoe either. I'm not, well, then what is it? What is it? Because guys will do it for free all the time. Any guy with just about any woman. And there are some guys out there who will do it with any woman. Doesn't matter. You're a female, that dude is doing you. Doesn't matter what you look like, smell like, taste like, feel like, your skin color, your hair, doesn't matter. You're a woman, he's a man, he wants you. He wants it. He wants to stick it in. And that's it. That's it. At the end of the day, he wants to stick it in, he'll do it for free all the time. You don't got to pay him to do it. He'll just do it. Women are different creatures. Women are different creatures. So this is a good segue into why, um, not why, when. When is a good time to tell your soon to be or going to be or maybe will be significant other, your partner, your lover, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your whatever? Oh, hey, by the way, I'm bipolar. When is a good time? Oh, hey, I got schizophrenia. Oh, hey, first, I think that decision's up to you and only you to make. Second, in my own personal life, I feel uh, depends on the person and the relationship who I'm telling, and maybe the kind of day I'm having. For example, last week was a down week. I had the whole week I was down, and this classmate, she just kept coming up to me and going like, why are you down? What's wrong? Something's not right with you. Something's not right with you. Something. And the way she was being towards me led me to say, you know what? I'm not saying nothing. What's wrong with you? That's a flag. Nothing is wrong with anybody. We have problems from time to time. Iron sharpens iron. We might disagree with each other. Pro-life, pro-choice, pro-gun, anti-gun, pro-border, open border. Let the illegals in. Shoot at the site. Right? We might have disagreements. We might have problems we got to work out and solve through a relationship with each other through conversation. But when you walk up to somebody and go, "Oh my gosh, you're not the same person you were last week or even yesterday. What's wrong with you?" Right? That is then. Here's what happens from a kid's. I have 2 years of early childhood education, and what I can remember is this: if you have a child and she is 5 years old or 6 years old, or your son is 8 years old or 9 years old, and you say, "Take out the trash, please, right now. Go, sweetie, do your chore. Thank you." And on taking out the trash, the bag opens and it leaks out and goes there's a trail from the door all the way to the trash can, right? Excuse me, got the coffee boops already. Where the guy picks up the trash already, the trash man picks up the trash. And she comes back, the child comes back, empty-handed. "Look, I did it. Oh, that's great." And then someone knocks on the door, and it's a neighbor, and informs you, and you turn around. The first thing is, "What's wrong with you?" One, your child don't know any better, most likely, because of the age and the lack of experience, which comes with age, and blah blah blah. And for you to say what's wrong with you, now your child's sitting there going like, "Oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me." Well, what is it? Well, gosh, okay, if it was the trash thing and I didn't know any better, then how is the wrongness and the not knowing going to go hand in hand? It's not. So so the way she was telling me last week, you seem down, you don't seem yourself. That's another one that I find to be a flag. That's another one I hate. You don't seem yourself. How do you know what's on the inside of me at any given moment, of any given time, of any given scenario when we're together? We're only together at school for 3 hours, maybe 4 hours a day. It's all you see of me. 4 hours. And even then, we're not even together, sitting next to each other, side by side. We're just in the same classroom. And we have a break and we talk to each other. Some days we do, some days we don't. So who are anybody to say, whatever the scenario is, you don't seem yourself today? No, the person is being themselves. They're just being a different side of themselves that you haven't seen. It'd be like knowing Mickey Mouse, for example, and all of a sudden one day he has a voice like mine. You'd be like, "You're not yourself." No, he is himself. That's just a different type of voice. It's a bad example, but I hope I'm making myself clear that, you know, um, it's when you first get to know somebody and you know them for, let's say you know them for like 6 months, you've never had an argument, and all of a sudden you get into a heated argument and they start yelling and throwing shit against the wall or something like that. Yeah, they're being themselves, just a different side you've never seen before, and now you got to deal with that. So when do you tell them, hey, I got the bipolar, schizos, ADD, ADHD, OCD. I got the multiple personality disorder. I got the what's the other ones? There's always a couple that I always forget. Psychosis. Yeah, I don't know. That would have been a great time last week, actually, had she been a little different. Had my classmate been, instead of what's wrong with you, or um, why are you down? This, this isn't normal. This isn't you. This isn't no. This what she really was. I don't know what she was saying. What she was saying was, from the time we've met till today, you have always, or most likely always, acted and been a certain Ryan, and now you're a different Ryan, and I don't like this different Ryan. I don't like this quiet Ryan. I don't like this not talking Ryan. I don't like this sad face, sulking Ryan. I even had a meeting last week with my therapist, not my shrink, my therapist. Well, I don't know what the difference is, but I see a psychiatrist. Sometimes I see a psychologist, and I see a therapist, a curator. And the curator I see about once a month, once or twice a month. The psychiatrist I see about 2 or 3 times a year, just for the blood tests and the how's the medicine going and what are you doing, and don't argue with me type conversations. And then the psychologist is I don't see her no more because because I said that it's bullshit. I said the psychology part of it is bullshit, and prove me wrong. And they have yet to schedule me with another psychologist. They're working on it. We're gonna find you another psychologist. Don't worry. Don't worry. We've listened to you. We've heard what you have to say. We're gonna find you. Okay, so I'm on the waiting list, whatever that is. Anyway, she said, within the first minute, just sitting down and looking at her, pleasantries. Hi, how you doing? Okay. Just before the whole session's about to start, she just begins right away with, "You're down. Are you okay? Something seems a little off. Your energy and your aura seems a bit low." And I couldn't disagree, because that was the truth. Yeah, okay. I was feeling a little low. And I just said, yeah, okay. And she said, are you? And I said, well, I mean, it is what it is. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Do you want to talk about it? Just because I have low energy doesn't mean something is going on. That's another thing. That's another thing. Not just with mental illness. That's another thing with fucking life in and of itself. Life in and of itself. Right? You ever pick up your kid from school on Monday and he's awesome, and Tuesday and he's awesome, and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and it's amazing, and the next week and the next week, and then you pick him up one day and he's just like bland. What happened to school today, Junior? Nothing really. Did you play football with your friends? Yeah. Did you play basketball? Yeah. Did you do math and science and reading? Yeah. Did you get A's? Yeah. Okay. How was the food? What was the food like? Oh, it was my favorite. It was tacos. Okay. Well, what's going on? What do you mean what's going on? Just let them be. Let them be. If they're in a sulky mood, they're down. If they just seem a little up, it's just to watch them more, sure, but don't constantly pin and poke and prod. And it's I can figure it out. I can figure you out. I will figure you out, and I will solve you. No, you won't. No, you won't. Figure yourself out first. Figure yourself out first, mother father. So um, it sucks because when my friend, my classmate, when she first noticed, when she noticed, I looked, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, she's noticing me. I really want to open up. I really want to tell him, but yeah, it's time and place and manner, I guess. There's group settings where I've told, I know there's groups, and there's a classmate who has a mental um, issue. I really don't like these words: disorder, mental disorder. I don't like mental illness. I don't like mental disease. I don't like those because the literature that I read about all physiology and anatomy, those super highly educated, intelligent writers, doctors, surgeons, they use those terms. Um, but the problem with those terms is you you can you can get when you get sick, when you get the fever, it's like 2 3 days, and then you're healed. You're not sick anymore. You're not ill anymore. You're not disordered anymore. You're healed. Your body healed itself. So I don't like it when they say, "Oh, I have a mental illness." Well, when are you getting healed? 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? What's the protocol? You can put a caster on your head, take a couple pills, and you'll be done? No, it's for life. So I don't like that either. I think it's a mental issue. The issue being something happened. I flipped the fuck out. I went to the loony bin. I met a doctor. I got medication. I'm out of the loony bin. I'm pretty much normal. I am. I think I'm pretty much normal. There's a couple of things when I look back at my past that I go, okay, what the fuck? For instance, I can't keep a woman more than uh, 10, 11 years, 12 years, whatever reason. I can woo a woman, I can whine her, I can dine her, I can 69 her, I can get in her pants, she can get in mine, we can have a great time, we can have babies together, we can move in together, we can buy houses, we can buy cars, but somewhere in there, staying with me, the woman cannot do it. And all I've learned to do is to accept that and go, okay, maybe there'll be another one, maybe there'll be another one, maybe there'll be another one. And there has been, there have. And it's not that it sucks. And I don't even know if I want to be with the same woman for 40, 50, 60 years, whatever it is. I know a couple, they've been married now. I think they're 72 years old, 73 years old, both of them. And they've been with each other since they were like 14 years old, 15 years old, something like that. Married, 4 kids, like 25 grandkids, something like that. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Just the like, wow, clap your hands, worship them. It's amazing. They did it. What's the secret? I was talking to their son the other day, one of my best friends, and about them, talking him about his parents, about them. I said, dude, what's the secret? He said, there's no secret. There's no secret. You just do it. You just stick together. Oh, there's a problem. It's time to run. No, it's not time to run. You solve the problem together. I go, is it that easy? I've been married, divorced twice. I won't speak for him, but well, I guess I just did. So is it that easy? It's like yes and no. It's like yes and no. Times are different. Times are different. I'm sure if they had the internet 60 years ago, maybe they'd be doing the same thing they're doing today. But yeah, um, a good relationship happens on purpose. I know that. I know that. And of all my relationships that have come and gone, I've wanted to be with all of them, except for what the. Yeah, that's hard to talk about right now. It's just, oh, it was so hard. I was 20, 21, 22. It was so. There's no excuse, but oh, we fought like cats and dogs. We fought like cats and dogs about cats and dogs. Like it was ridiculous. Did you leave the toothpaste cap off? What if I did? Oh my gosh. Punch, kick, fight, wrestle, throw shit. So, um, like I was saying, I think it's up to you when you want to tell someone that you have something. You don't have to tell them anything. You can just wait for them to go, hey, the other day I noticed you put on your shoes the left foot, then the right foot. Then you tied the left foot, then you tied the right foot. But today you put on your shoes the right foot, and then you tied the right foot, and then you put on the left foot, and then you tied the left foot. I just want to know, like, what's going on? Maybe they'll tell you, maybe they won't. I don't know. But behavior is the first marker, I believe, in your mental issue. So, in other words, the last time I got caught when I was married was because she came to me and said, I see a lot of the same habits and patterns in your behavior. And I said, okay. And then she said, I'm going to ask you a yes or no question. And I want you to answer it yes or no. And I said, okay. And she said, did you fuck so-and-so? And my jaw dropped. And that alone was enough that was the yes. That's all she needed was my, like, how the fuck did she figure that out? Behavior, pattern, behavior, habits, recognition, right? She saw something. And what's weird is she saw something in my behavior and my patterns after I had fucked so-and-so, not before. Before, I was, however I was hypnotic, sly, cool, calm like a cucumber, or is it cool as a cucumber? I don't know. I was just like getting away with it again, over and over and over. And then the behavior pattern of getting away with it transitioned to like, well, if I got away with that, I guess I can get away with whatever she noticed and saw. And she didn't tell me what she noticed and saw, which I thought was, I still think is if I were to ask her today, hey, can you tell me what you saw with the pattern recognition? She would probably tell me. Since we're divorced now. But that would be cheating myself. I need to figure this out for myself and see myself from the outside and go, okay, what the fuck am I doing? Why is it? Not just the cheating. See, had my behavior been better, maybe we'd still be married and I'd never get caught, and I wouldn't have that behavior that's showing her that I'm King Kong and God's gift to women, whatever. So that obviously I'm not going to say in any relationship. I'm sometimes I'll meet a woman. Sometimes since the divorce now, it's been a long while, and I'll say something, like, oh, tell me about your ex. Well, okay, it's my fault if that's what you want to know. I mean, it's 50-50, it takes two to tango. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that initiated the infidelity or whatever, blah blah blah. I'm the one that did that. So I don't want to point fingers. She did it too. But there's retaliation. So does that count? Revenge, does that count? No, it doesn't. Who did it first? Who threw the first stone? Guilty. So I might say something like that. That's if a woman really, really, really pries. The last woman that really pried, I told her everything that was on the table. I told her, I lined up the ducks. I said, here's this answer. Here's that. And this is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. And then she started asking about her. Women like to do that. She started saying, so tell me about your ex. And I said, well, that sounds like a question for my ex. Why don't you go and ask her? So does she have a boyfriend? I go, that sounds like a question for her. Go and ask her. So she started trying to get like, how much am I involved in her personal life? Zero, even though we share a child together. I've yet to shake any man's hand. I don't feel the need to right now, even though some shit's happened. That's personal. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough, but it's at the same time, we are raising our child, and when I have him, I am trying to raise a better man than me, stronger man than me, a bigger man than me. He's going to be taller than me. He's going to be bigger than me, and I'm trying to get him like, do your squats, lift the bar, get strong. Let's do some wrestling. Let's do some jiu-jitsu. Let's do the mitts. Play basketball. He loves basketball. Let's do these things. Man, I'm going off on a bunch of tangents, aren't I? So it's almost a half an hour. Let's wrap this bad boy up. Just be careful. I mean, don't walk. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm bipolar. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm bipolar. Nice to meet you. Hi, don't. There's no point in that. There's no point in that. There's no point in that. Right? The outside shell is next to 100% what you see is what you get. This is why we misgender people. Because on the outside, you're a man. On the outside, you're a woman. Oh, you're not? I'm so sorry. My bad. Mea culpa. Please tell me about yourself. Please, I'd like to get to know you better. I don't ever want to do that again to you. I don't ever want to call you any name, even if it's the wrong pronoun or anything like that. Your 5 o'clock shadow threw me off. Whatever it is, let me know how it is, because some women can grow beards. You don't want to step on toes, and you don't want to step on toes on purpose. Accidental, it might happen. When it does happen, hey, I'm sorry about that. Tell me more about yourself. Okay, my name is Bobby, and whatever. I'm a lesbian or whatever. Okay, great. Nice to meet you, Bobby. In the locker room of the men's room. It's okay. It might happen, right? Same thing with mental issues, right? I mean, don't you remember that one joke from that one movie with Bill Murray? What about Bob? When he's in the mental illness institute, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Bob. I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I." Anyway, yeah, don't. I mean, you want to be a black, it's just up to you. It's just up to you. I really don't. I mean, yeah. I don't. The only time I tell somebody, actually, the only time I really tell somebody is when someone else is opening up about their story and issues, and I can see them struggling, and I go, "Hey, I've had bipolar now for 8 years. So if you want to talk about something, I'm willing to listen. I don't have any of all the solutions, and I don't have, I have my solutions. I have what's worked for me. I don't know you and your insides, So I mean, one day at a time. Godspeed. Godspeed. I hope this helps. Hope you have a good weekend. I mean, like, would you go around and just, hi, I'm Susan. I have 4 nipples. How you doing? Hi, I'm Susan. I have 4 nipples. How you doing? Hi, I'm Susan. I have 4 nipples. Would you do that? Would you blab that out? So why are you going to blab out the mental issues? I mean, we all have mental issues. Every single person. on the face of this earth. And this last thing, actually, I'll say this. I'm going overboard. When I talked to my psychiatrist about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I said, listen, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. On medication, off medication, I feel the same. This is fucking bullshit. And we argued for just a little bit. And she said, I understand what you're saying. And to a certain extent, every single person in the world, myself included, I was like, what? Has some sort of mental issue going on at all times in the background. Some people, it never comes up and affects their life in such a powerful negative way that they have to come here and take a bunch of medication, have a doctor, da, 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 da. They can get through with it for whatever reason, whatever how. They figured out. They figured out tricks and behavior patterns, and they figured, they figured it out. Some people need help, myself included. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'm still taking the meds in the meantime, but I am going to try and get off of it. But in the meantime, I mean, it's one day at a time, and I'm not a blabbermouth, like your employer. Gosh, you got everything knocked out of the park here. You got 1,500 degrees. You speak 27 languages. You have 150 years of experience. But there's just something that just, I don't know. There's something. Is there a mental illness going on with you? You don't need to tell your employer that shit. No. Hire me. Watch me work good. If I fuck up, fire me. Anyway, I'm going to babble too much here. So hope this helps. See you guys next time.